membership and popcorn.
Which Nicole had on.
Right. So now, right now, there's still a sizable amount in our general account because we're still working out the disbursements to all of our budgeted accounts. So that money will change pretty dramatically next month as everything gets dispersed out to our budgeted items. Old business, membership drive. Nicole, would you like to give us an update on our membership drive?
Hi. Okay, so the parents of 192 of our students submitted membership forms, and so that's approximately 1 in 3 students. We raised $3,468 with our membership drive, which is amazing. And so parents and guardians, if you registered for PTC, your child should have received or should be receiving a free dress pass. It's going to be a little blue square, and that free dress day is Thursday the 20th. And also teachers and faculty, you should have a letter in your mailboxes if you join PTC as well. So thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. Popcorn fundraiser. I'll update that. As of the end of our popcorn drive, we have 519 bags sold, 437 of our students participating, right at $3,700 worth of money raised in that particular fundraiser. We still have a few of our teachers who are sending in some money to cover a few more of their students that had not turned it in by the deadline, but we're working with our teachers to make sure that we accommodate any of those teachers who are wanting to cover some of their class. So if you have any questions or you hear of any questions about popcorn, anybody who says they paid and their teacher's saying they didn't, please send us an email at info@louisvilleptc.org, and we'll be able to research that and find out exactly when I made the mistake on that. So
you did a great job with that popcorn binder, by the way.
Well, thank you. We have a popcorn binder in the office for our teachers, and if parents come in and aren't sure if they paid, they can check the popcorn binder there, and it's arranged by grade and by teacher to let you know who is participating. And again, if there's something incorrect in there, do not hesitate to call. It's quite understandable that there's human error involved somewhere, so we can research it with the forms and get to the bottom of it. That takes care of our membership and our popcorn fundraiser. Brandy is going to give us an update on Symposium, which is just around the corner.
Okay. Thank you to everybody who's helped me so far. I can't even tell you how excited I am about all the help I've had this year. This is probably also the most excited I've been about a theme. Our puzzles are made. They will be printed pretty shortly, so we'll have those to sort. So those of you that have offered to help me with that, keep your phones nearby. I'm going to be calling. The decorations are going really well. So our plan, we have a work day this Saturday at 10 a.m. I think it's Saturday. Saturday is the 22nd?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. It's on the 22nd at 10 a.m. The plan is we've got our cardboard cutouts designed or traced. So we're going to cut them out, which means like jigsaws and box cutters. So if you have those things, or you know how to use those things, or you want to learn how to use those things, come and join us in the cafeteria because we're going to be doing that. We will eventually, once they're cut out, we'll be able to get started painting them. And either this work day on Saturday or the following one, we're going to make our background for WSN. So that's going to be like cut and paste and paper and stuff. So that one's going to be fun too. All those events are on Facebook. And obviously as we get closer to it, we'll start begging you to come and spend the day with us as well. If you know anybody who has a 20 by 20 tent, I'm still a couple short. I've got a couple 10 by 20s. I've got, I think I'm just a couple 20 by 20 short. And then we'll have everybody in the shade for the day. Does anybody have any questions about Symposium? The shirt order forms should be home. If you can't find it, or you lost it, or you need another one, they are on the PTC website. And money is, we've got a little bit of time left for money. I think the 26th, next week, next Wednesday, is the last day. So we just have to have all of those t-shirt orders in by next Wednesday so that they can get to the t-shirt company and they can print them and we can have them all in time for symposium. And that's pretty much it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Brandy. Okay, so new business. Main thing that we wanted to discuss, I think, is already taken care of. Rochelle's going to be contacting anybody to help with conference cards. This year, the conference cards are going to have to be a little bit different for this first one because it falls on a Wednesday after a half day. So we won't be able to do the conference cards exactly like we normally do, where we just bring it around the day before. But Rochelle and Miss Hayes are working out some options at this point to get that taken care of. So if you volunteer to help her with the conference cards, she'll be in touch with you. So at this point, any questions or comments or anything regarding PTC? Any questions? Membership questions? Popcorn questions? Nothing?
I have just a random question about Synergy Assembly. Anders had mentioned that, and that he attends, and I just wondered what it was. Synergy Assembly? Mm-hmm.
We can, Ms. Vito, can we talk about that in the?
Are we at Q&A yet, or did I skip ahead?
No, she can talk about that in the administration section.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Any other questions? That will wrap up the PTC portion of of our meeting. And at this point, Ms. Vidas will segue right into an answer to your question.
Okay. Our Synergy Assemblies are part of Leader in Me. In Leader in Me school, we set school-wide goals. We call wildly important goals. We call
Okay.
WIGs. WIG, wildly important goals. We have a math goal and a reading goal. Our math goal is for fact fluency, different things for each of the grade levels. And for our reading goal, it's our AR goal to reach your 85% comprehension. And we have a behavior goal. And so I think what the behavior goals, I know that we do the weekly ones now.
So on our 9 weeks Synergy Assemblies, we celebrate all academics. So the day we get our report cards is when we do our academic Synergy Assemblies. And on our progress report days is when we do our
Behavior.
fun stuff, like behavior and attendance. We'll actually probably do attendance, I'm not sure if we're doing it. But we started about the golden ticket. Did you want to share about the golden ticket, or did you share that?
Sure.
And do they all they all go to the
The
cafeteria?
entire school goes, and if they meet their goal as a classroom, they get acknowledged, and if they meet the grade level actually meets the same goal as a goal, then they get acknowledged by a flag or whatever.
It's all about celebrating the victories,
Okay.
reaching goals, and as a class, or, and so, as part of Leader in Me, again, we have a lot of, celebrations that they encourage us to do, and so that's kind of where the Synergy Assemblies have come from. And when we were first new to Leader in Me, we did them over the intercom, we're creative and doing different things, but now that we've had our new circle in the back, it made it ideal for us to come out there and sit in classes and do everything outside.
The whole school goes, we try to do it under 30 minutes, trying to get down to 25, but because we don't want to take away from instruction time, but it is a boost for instruction. So the kids are saying, yeah, I'm working to make my aerial because I want to be able to stand that I met my goal. Our class, I want to be able to stand because our whole class made it. I want to be able to walk away with that golden book because we won the AR. So we have a golden book, a golden eagle, a golden
Like a pep
apple, and
rally.
It's like a pep rally.
it's a pep rally, but it's a synergy, so everybody has to work together in order to make their goals happen. So it's the scaffold from the student to the classroom to the grade level to the school, which all support our goal of making sure that we're on top always of everything.
So they get to keep the prize in their class?
Well,
Until the next Synergy.
so yeah, they get to keep the gold. So this is a
I
problem.
saw one.
It's a good problem that you're
Yeah,
about to speak
yeah,
about.
it's a problem, but it's a good problem. So there's so many classes like achieving tie for behavior's sake, and so it was like 11, 12 classes we were calling out. Not we, like we have our student leaders who run it, and calling it out. And then we only had like one golden eagle, because we thought like this is gonna be like the eagle. Well, then everybody wanted the eagle. So then we decided to give the free dress passes to all the classes that got it, and they'd have to pass the eagle from one week to the next. So we actually need like lots of eagles and lots of golden books and lots of, but I mean, to get us all these beautiful golden things, it was a lot of work to even to get to that point. So if anybody wants to make eagles and books and apples, and it doesn't have to be the exact replica. It could just be another apple just to pass out, so they can keep it the entire time. But so we give free dress the next day for the golden award, so that's fun. The kids love that too, so they at least get acknowledged by that. Right? Wouldn't you say it's a problem? But it's a good problem.
Yeah,
It's a good problem.
And all of this does align with their leadership notebooks, because that's where they keep track of their goals and things like that. So.
Okay. And the grade level that wins, they get the flag and they hang it in their hallway.
That was my next question.
So the flag is for grade level. So again, we've had sometimes a grade level that tied and they've shared the flag, or a grade level that gets 2 flags. I'm not sure if we ever had a grade level that got all three flags, because we've actually had them to install 2 flag holders in case they get more than 2 flags. And I don't think we've actually had a grade level get all 4 flags. We have 4 flags hanging out. So yeah, it's fun. They love it. They want that flag in the hallway, huh? Yeah, it's right where they can see it too.
And we play music, and it's each grade level has a song, and so it's just real upbeat.
Can we ever like come take a video of that
Sure.
to share?
Sure.
Ms. Fidos, is there,
I guess we don't like go out and just invite parents, because it's, I guess.
Well, it
it's
would
a
be
whole
chaos.
school. Yeah. But
And it turns into an
It's
event.
like a newsletter.
You can explain. Yeah.
That was one thing.
Leadership day.
Our leadership day is when all the parents are invited.
All the
Right.
parents come.
True.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, but if we could come and like maybe just like put a little snippet on Facebook or something for the parents, because
I think our next one is, we just did the mid 9 weeks, the one we had. The next one we have coming up is at the end of the 9 weeks, so when's that, y'all?
October 9th.
But that's the one we spend time to check.
The 16th.
I think it's the 16th.
That sound
I'm
right?
not positive.
I can pull it up for you.
I don't know, I just feel like
and along the same lines, can we talk about the change this year to the PBIS going to weekly? And is there somebody here that can talk about
Anybody on
what
PBIS?
I'm talking.
what the next, because I understand we're doing 4 weeks chunks, the prizes are gonna be,
Yes, and I'm just kind of thinking now that you are saying that, because you had asked me, you said that there was a little confusion going home each week. Some of the parents are not sure about the award, or the reward rather.
some of the parents were saying that the teachers weren't sending them home.
So I think that
We
happened
didn't-
like in the
we-
first week or 2, but I think that's kind of ironed out,
yeah,
to be honest.
I mean, mine are coming home, but
Yeah.
I don't know what teacher.
Yeah, and I remember it was a couple of weeks ago, and I think, and one of them was, and she said, I forgot Miss Hayes, and so she came the next day, she came and confessed, we do make mistakes sometimes, but it did get home the very next day for them to use, and it was just able to work out, so, but yeah.
But as far as the change,
So we decided going from monthly rewards, because we would do a surprise monthly reward. They didn't know what it was a surprise, and they still don't know what it is yet. We don't tell them when it's changing, but, so we said, okay, if they can do a monthly reward, well, you mess up in the beginning of the month, you lost your monthly reward, because it's 0 infractions, and you have to have an A or B in conduct, no recess detentions. So I mean, like, you want to be able to push this reward and everybody to get it, so that's when we said, oh, Bella, you're on, PBIS,
yeah.
stand up. I just realized. Go ahead.
So anyway, so the rewards are going home for those children that did not get the infractions, did not have detention, and have the A and B in conduct. So you may not get one, because if your child didn't earn the reward because of behavior, then they're not gonna get it.
So wait, what's an infraction? Is it possible to get an A or B in conduct and also have an infraction? Just curious.
It can.
It can happen. It depends. We do have, if you're in the homeroom class and you get an infraction for something, not by going down to conduct, but something that was severe enough to get an infraction, then you're automatically going to get that conduct for a day, and it's not going to be an A or a B. So it may or may not catch up with you, but we try our best to make sure that if it does, it equals. And then, so we went from our monthly to our weekly. Yeah, and so on signed papers, we do it on Wednesdays because it's easy for the parents to see it on Tuesday nights, and then follow
And we
through
did
on
that just to
Wednesday.
have more motivation with the kids. It's a weekly thing, and it's not a full month to where, like she just said, if they lose it the first week or so, then they're out for that month. And what's the motivation there for the next 3 weeks, you know? So that was kind of why we decided to do a weekly reward.
Yeah, we also do it for our teachers too, but it's jeans on Wednesdays. If you're here the whole week, Monday through Friday, on the Wednesday when the kids get their reward, they get to wear jeans. And jeans is like diamonds, like it goes over their heads. Very
Close to chocolate.
When you see a teacher wearing jeans on Wednesday, you know that they were in their class all week long.
So, sorry, I have some questions.
No, this is
There's
good.
so many leader of the week
shopping?
parking spots
Yes.
in the front. They're not for the kids, right?
They're teacher leaders.
No, Max does not get a parking spot
We
for
do
advice.
try to do that as one of the little perks that we take our staff leader of the week, because we pick 3 student leaders and 4 student, I'm sorry, we pick 5 student leaders and 3 staff leaders.
Okay.
And so if you're a staff leader, you do have the next week.
You get the front
Yeah.
spot. Okay. I was just
And tomorrow, the PBIS is
Hats.
hats.
And so they should check the signed papers, correct? 'Cause
Correct.
That was the question where.
Yes, it comes home on Tuesday, and that's why we specifically did it on the Wednesday, is so it could be the Monday through the Friday, because we don't wanna say a Friday reward, and then if they mess up on Friday, so we wanted to make it, it's a couple days, but once we got rolling with it a couple of weeks, they get it, you know, we were all kinda like, does that make sense? But yeah, it does.
And if you're kindergarten, it's just in their folder, their kangaroo pouch.
So the lower grade levels actually get a little slip, and then the older grade levels, they put it on their conduct sheet, so. Just give a level of responsibility to get that home.
My boys really like it, so thank you.
I like having one less day of uniform, shorts to wash.
Yeah, but not now. Now it's hats. Now it's hats.
Yeah, now it's hats.
Wash your clothes.
Anything else?
I think it's still ours, so I think
Yeah.
it's, so the teachers you were gonna ask the teachers this year?
Exactly. Teachers, if you would like to take turns sharing, just any kind of celebration or anything that is, that's great, that's been going on in your class since school started, or just whenever.
Okay, second grades worked on Johnny Appleseed last week, so we tested apples and we made applesauce and we just had a wonderful time. Also, second
All
grades.
standards based.
All standard based,
related
yes,
to
that was our
curriculum.
only theme-based unit that we do all year, it's on Johnny Appleseed, and his birthday's September 26th. Anyway, second grade students also are being very proactive in making their AR goals and their math fluency, because we have practiced, and we're modeling how to make their accuracy on their AR goals, because a lot of them make points, but their accuracy, we have to work on that. And we're doing a good job.
You have to have 100% to get a point, is that?
85% accuracy, so they can miss one, but if they make an 80 and an 80 and an 80, it's harder to get that 85. They need to make hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and maybe miss one is what we're
Yeah, it's harder to
trying
get
to-
your full points of the book.
running. So really working on that. And coming from first grade, we had to model. We're still modeling.
And in kindergarten, we're just learning the ropes. Learning the ropes, getting the kinks out, one step at a time. Definitely.
Awesome. Any other grade levels want to share? Miss Phillips, you always have good stories to share from music. It doesn't have to be about leader of me, just in general.
Well, yeah,
something.
just in general, I was excited because I actually got a donation of recorders in 4th grade. A few of my students were struggling to pay fees, so I was kind of freaking out. Well, I want everybody to have an instrument, so someone anonymously kind of, shipped a whole class set of recorders. Hey. Someone anonymously donated some recorders to my classroom, so I was really excited about that.
Yeah, that's awesome. They could be watching on Facebook, you never know. Or in
Yeah,
this
so
room.
thank you, whoever you are. And also, this is in the works, but I guess while I'm talking about music, this year I had approached Ms. Vidas about having a Music in Our Schools month. As you know, French is no longer here, so I kind of wanted to bring something new to the table just to kind of share the importance of music. So I have some activities in the works that's going to be happening in March, so be looking out for that.
Exciting.
So
Yes.
Richmond.
And, well, that reminds me, if a teacher is struggling with, with getting fees or need supplies, is that something that they should always know to bring it up at these meetings, and we could help possibly with our budget, or maybe we could help find donors for you guys?
I know we have several families that don't pay their instructional fees, and it does hurt the teacher, cause you might have one class with 75% of fees paid, another one with 50, and we can only encourage, but you can't squeeze money out of somebody that doesn't have it, you know, and unfortunately, we do have a lot of families that don't have it, so, you know, I think in all the different events, you guys do such a great job at helping to support that, but that is a good thing.
Cause we would love to know, I mean, I think just as a parent and a member of PTC, just to know what the needs are, and so maybe we can help you guys match, either if we can't do it officially, but maybe that's what our money's for, I'm not sure.
We've had instances where things have been discussed here in our meetings, and some affiliate of our PTC will step forward and say, you know, I can take care of that, or I know somebody that can take care of that, and some very creative solutions. We do have the ability to move things around in the budget during the year. It does require a vote by membership and a discussion, so it's a little slower process than just saying, yeah, we'll move, you know, we can do that this year. But what we also do is when our board meets during the summer to discuss funding of different things around the school, that's one of the things that we look to is, okay, this was a need last year, is it still a need? What can we do to help it at that point? So it's always good for us to hear. I mean, before our budget meetings, we're looking at meeting minutes from the previous year to say, what did we talk about that we need to spend money on?
So where does the 40,000 go this year? What will that look like at the end of the year, I guess? The budget was presented at open house, and it's.
I can get you more details on that if you'd like. Yeah.
Okay. I remember.
A large portion of our budget goes directly to our teachers.
Okay.
So we allocate specifically to each teacher a certain amount of money. We allocate to science and music and library a certain amount of money. Then we have a grade level allocation where the teachers get together and say, we want to spend.
Well, I can look on I bet it's on the website. Okay.
Right. So that's the majority of our budget. It goes directly to educational needs.
Okay.
And as far as at the end of the year, we try to leave it basically where we started. That's where the fundraising comes in, so that we're not hitting a zero balance at the end of the year.
Okay.
And some years when we're trying to do things like playground, we tap a little bit more into our reserves and then we build back up. And but yeah, there's the $40,000 goes pretty quickly.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you.
Okay, I teach fourth grade. I'm Miss Champagne, and because we are now fourth grade is one-to-one Chromebooks, we're trying something new this year. We're going to do their Leader in Me notebooks digital. It's going to be a digital notebook. So I'll kind of show you. It's in Google Classroom, and this is one of my students. The Leader in Me class. Click on that, and on the side are the topics. The first topic is to talk about themselves, kind of gives a little information about themselves. The second one is their mission statement. This is where they get to keep track of their goals. This is going to be their data tracking. Like I said, it's new. We're kind of seeing how it goes this year. Their data chats, my data, leadership contributions, my victories, and family learning. So if you're welcome to access this at home, they can go through Clever, use their username, password, and they can go to Google Classroom, and they can see it from home. So let's see, so far we've worked on mission statements. And if you open up the document, you can see the school mission statement.
I know it's hard to read.
All right, our school one is in a safe and positive learning environment. Woodville Eagles will believe, succeed, and achieve to become lifelong learners and leaders. And our class mission statement is, Ms. Champagne's class will work together to be attentive to learning, grow in our love of reading, and be proactive in studying, so we will be successful in life. And then they'll come up with their own. And so, and this is where they'll have their data this year. So.
And that goes back to like we were just talking about, their goals that they set, and keeping track of it in their reminders or digitally.
That's awesome if they all get a computer.
Yes,
Wow.
that happened last year, or year
This is our
before
third
year, maybe the year before that.
Just Woodvale or all
No.
Lafayette? No, there's several schools that are one-to-one, and the entire school from kindergarten on up, they were piloted schools, so I don't know how many have, but we were not that. And then they give it to all fifth grade, but for testing to get them ready for keyboarding and whatnot, and then we were not that either. So, then they said, okay, they gave it to the highest grade level at our school, which was the fourth. So it was in the middle of the year before last, where's our fourth grade teachers here? Yeah, and, so it took them like a little bit of time to get to, learning them, but they're,
Cool.
yeah, taking off with them. Kids know how to do them, it's theirs, they travel from class to class with them, they plug them in, they're really responsible with them.
Ms. Champagne, was that all of fourth grade that's doing it on Google Classroom?
They're the only grade level that are doing it
Right,
this way.
because they-
The others are
because
the
they have
actual
it.
binder,
And I saw that one of the fourth grade teachers today, Ms. Mercado, she shared, one of the, so like when a student gets a new role in the classroom or a new job's campus-wide, they have a reflection sheet and they go back and reflect on themselves of what their role is, and that's kind of just another digital page in their book, so,
I guess some new news too is that we did just, our Lighthouse team was just, nominated and they went through interviews and interview process, and anyway, they were chosen, I should say, last week.
Okay.
And, we
Student
get
representatives
student
from second, third,
representatives,
fourth.
yes, for our school. So, meet with teachers and administration and share their views and suggestions and opinions to help our school get better.
I'd like to offer a shout out to Miss Laura Andrews. I mean, she's taken over the monthly newsletter with Miss Vidas, and it's amazing. The Eagle Eye, love it. I mean, it's just a really,
One reason I'm asking questions, we have to toot our own horn, cause y'all are doing awesome stuff, so I just wanted I wanted the newsletter to really reflect all of the cool programs and, just neat stuff that the teachers and administrators are doing, so that was my goal for it, so.
I
How can
wish
we,
we could print it in color.
how can we,
Anybody?
parents find out like the teachers who are getting picked for leader of the week?
We put it on our site, and well, actually, they have right there in front of the hall office, that's where the student leaders bring pictures and things about themselves, and we ask the staff to do the same.
Okay.
So, you can always just check right there.
Make your computer easier to cancel.
We put it in the
By Monday, Miss Heidi LeBlanc is in charge of that, and she puts all the names up, and then once the kids bring in, she types all the teacher names and the student names, and it's all on the board over there across from the office.
Okay.
Cool. Any other teachers who wanna share?
Did you want me to open the computer for you?
Well, I think we're gonna do it next time.
That was screen.
Oh, there's one screen back there, I see speech now. Oh, Heidi.
We're back here. This year I have jobs in my classroom, the Eagle Leaders, which is the first time I really had everybody have a job. Now, 2 kids are on vacation every week because we just have only so many jobs we can teach them to do. So yeah, each week 2 kids are on vacation, which is fine. They're fine with that. So we have, door holders and illuminators, and I have an attendance taker. Now that's like the big deal in our room because they have to move pictures from home to school. They have to, make sure they tell me who's absent and all of that kind of stuff. So they're really taking ownership of their jobs, and if somebody's not doing their job or they're not worthy of the job, they will let you know, he's not worthy of that job. Can I do it? So it's a big deal in our classroom, and it's giving them more responsibility, and they're enjoying it, and we are too.
Castillo, would you like to share anything? I know you do wonderful things
The
in
kiddos
speech.
love their skill that they get after their speech session. They do a good job. And we're very careful about germs, so we hold it up high and say, tell me what color you want, use your words. therapist. My name's Joy. So I don't get to see every student that's here at school, but I get to see a bunch of them, even if they're not in speech. I passed a little boy, speaking of the Chromebooks, they travel in this cart from class to class, and he was, I guess it's probably an assigned job that the teacher gives. And so he was pushing it down the sidewalk, and I said, man, that looks like a really important job. And he was like, yes, ma'am.
That is the most important job in our class, is technology.
Well, and speech therapy
It's a lot of money.
privately is about $80 for 30 minutes, and at Woodvale you get it for free. And so it's really awesome and a valuable service. So that's another thing we can be proud of.
Thank you, Lord.
And this
She's saving me so much money every
She collaborates well. I was gonna say she collaborates very well with the teachers too, to try to tie in things that they're learning in the classroom, and does a super job at that.
They'll do more than try. Don't
Yeah.
see that.
Dan, please. Want to share?
We are getting ready to start our enrichment unit on the art of Henry Matisse, and also get ready for our field trip to the Ocean Commotion in Baton Rouge. So we're going to be learning about the different ocean zones and kind of tying that in with Matisse art throughout the year. So the kids are real excited about that, and they really love art and just being able to do the hands-on things.
And for those of you who don't know, Ms. Van is the gifted first grade here. So they focus on an enrichment activity, which is the art and the artists that they're working on this year. I think that might be all, unless anybody else has anything.
I'll share.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ms. McMillan.
No, it's okay.
You're right in front of me.
So I'm Miss McMillan. I'm a new third grade math teacher. I teach only math. So as most of you know, multiplication is a big thing in third grade math. That's where they start to learn the real big multiplication. And our fact fluency is for them to master their multiplication facts, 20 facts in 4 minutes. And we've done the first week of their time test, and over 95% of my students mastered their facts in 3 minutes. That's why we're in 3 minutes. Every single one was done in 3 minutes. So Zayla's gonna cover her ears because she doesn't know this yet. But on Thursday, whenever they come in to take their next one, I'm gonna show them the chart, and I'm gonna try to only give them 3 minutes this time instead of 4 minutes, and see how it goes.
They're gonna
That's awesome.
That's awesome. They were home last year.
Yeah, not all of them. No. But they really love multiplication, and it really made me excited. So that's really good.
We were rocking it last year with that.
She loves her math. She loves her math. That's one thing.
She was.
Good, that makes me happy.
Good stories.
Yes.
We even find out new stories by listening to y'all.
And you was the one teacher that she was afraid of whenever. She was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like her. And now she's like, I love my math teacher. Like, she got now. I'm getting in trouble tonight.
I can promise you, I was more afraid of them. I was more afraid of them.
Ms. McMillan was on our campus prior for her giving her interning for like 2 years.
But it's a whole lot different when you're the
So we
student
have to
teacher.
observe her quite a bit. I just want to again thank all of the parents again. I know I said at the volunteer meeting a few weeks ago, and we cannot do it without y'all. I mean, that is the bottom line. Teachers can vouch for me, and we do. It's a mutual thing that we have to have going on together with the parents, because that's how we are successful, and that's how the kids do so well, with the input and help from all of you. So thank you.
Thank you.
Second that.
Is that all that we had?
I think so. Unless anybody else has anything. Just at the end of the year, it's finally now kind of, we're getting our groove on.
I think it's in talking to other schools and seeing how other schools handle parent involvement. I think what Woodville does is very special. I think it's a unique group of parents, and I'm very thankful to have my child at a school that has such very active involvement from my parents, but not only that, but the encouragement from the administration and faculty for us to be involved. We appreciate that. We certainly do. We like to be involved, and we appreciate the opportunity to get involved. So, if that's any other questions, I know you guys like long 3-4 hour meetings. I
Shorter than when the Astros were playing.
really hate to shut it down so soon, but if that's it, we'll adjourn our meeting, and we'll see you all next month.
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming out. Please make sure you sign the